Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Roger, and a double kill as well. And for the Karina there with the follow-up, get a triple.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. Legendary.
For the last time for the regular season, welcome back to the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League. I'm Rockhart.
And I'm with. I'm with. I'm Kaisaya. What am I doing? It's pretty late now. What time is it? Anyway.
It's very late in the evening. Thank you so much for hanging out and not touching your browsers and your Facebook apps.
Application.
Yeah, like Kaisaya did bring up earlier. Thank you so much for joining us for the Mobile Legends Bang Bang broadcast on Facebook. And it's been so fun.
What's up for the tiebreakers right now, Rockhart?
Exactly. This is a tiebreaker for White Rascals versus DD No Limit. The winner gets 6th place, and the loser goes to 7th place, and that will be the ones who will be fighting. This is actually quite important, even though everyone is gonna be inside the playoffs.
Top 8, yes.
The loser of this match is gonna be fighting the 2nd place.
Yes.
On the bracket. So
yes, basically this is the seeding that you're fighting for.
Yes,
and
that's
it's
right.
going to be just a best of one, a do or die match between White Rascals versus Digital Devils No Limit.
That's right. It's going to be a good one again because these teams who have been fighting in and out for the bottom tier, that last game for OBS because of their loss, will be joining VND out of the contest. Again, we still have strong OBS representation in the tournament with Ops Gaming still fighting on the top echelon. But right now, this is going to be 6th and 7th place fights for both these teams.
Yes, and shout out to all those who are watching right now. Yekyu actually asked, aren't you guys tired talking for 8 hours straight? More than 8 hours? You have to ask Rockhart, who has been here since the start of the stream. Actually, we're tired, but of course, we're still hyped up because, you know, all of the teams are showing really good plays.
Yeah, there have been no super dull team fights. All of the actions ongoing for the whole day. It's hard to lose energy when you see teams like these. You see them right there outside the studio, inside the studio, giving their all and showing their passion for esports. It's really hard to lose fuel when you see these teams playing.
Yes, definitely. And again, guys, tomorrow there will be no stream. We will be back instead on June 30 and July 1. It's going to be an on-site event, but to those who won't be able to come to SM Mall of Asia, at the music hall in particular, we're going to be live streaming the event.
That's right. This is going to be a live stream both in English and, of course, in Tagalog for our Filipino viewers out there. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for staying with us on this very, very late tiebreaker stream. We know it's very late, but again, this is a very important match. 6th and 7th place, and still $300 US, and of course, 50,000 pesos PHP, I think, for the people who will be joining the playoffs.
Yes, and we are now in the drafting phase. On the left side, blue side, you can see White Rascals, and there on the right side, red side, Digital Devils, No Limit.
That's right, of course. No Limit has been fighting against really high echelon teams earlier, so they're pretty much warmed up. They're very warmed up because they fought with Aether Main, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they were here since the very start of the stream. They
Yes.
were part of the first game, probably. They went back to their bootcamp site. I don't know. Did they stay in the studio? We didn't catch.
Yeah, I think they will be. I think they removed the delay because they can be. They're gonna be in studio. No more stream sniping
no more
issues.
Stream sniping issues.
They are being monitored as well by our league operations, and of course, right now locked in for the bans. That show
Cho.
you saw last
We
game.
saw how this Cho been performing so well when actually I don't know, he's really good tank. Good crowd control, very mobile hero as well. And definitely worth banning.
Exactly, very ban worthy. This Hellkurt, I'm actually super surprised that these past few games he's been getting out and being avoided being banned, but both times that Hellkurt failed, he actually had a hard time.
Yes.
So, again-
and wow, surprisingly, an Argus ban. I don't know. What can you say about the Argus? But anyway, last
I
game
think-
we saw a good performance.
Strong performance by Argus, right? I mean,
But then again, I think personally though, I think this is a hero that is not really worth banning. Probably they just opened up a lot of meta heroes. But look at that, Hellcurt here secured by White Rascals on the first slot.
exactly. I mean, it's good that they have secured a strong DPS carry. They just now need to focus on keeping the Hellcurt alive, which again has been a mission failure for previous teams. If White Rascals can make it work, they will have a big opportunity to get ahead of DD No Limit. Again, guys, this is a one-game sudden death, all or nothing game for 6th and 7th place. Again, seeding is very important when you're fighting in a bracket-style tournament, which will be happening on June 30 to July 1.
Yes, indeed. And we can see here now Shinkalafu actually logging in the Jawhead. We've been seeing Jawhead so far as a really good crowd controller, good damage output as well. And at the same time, you know, the tankiness that this hero has.
That's right. Of course, Jawhead is very solid as a frontliner and as DPS as well. He can work as a DPS with the eject damage, with the smart missile damage, as well as the unstoppable force. That's something that you have to take note of. Again, White Rascals choosing very strong engages on this time around. If they lock in that Cyclops,
Which they did.
yeah, they're gonna have a very good time in engaging and looking for the pickoffs, the single hero pickoffs that they need to get started in the early game.
Wow, and being hovered in here, Inuzaki is actually wanting to get Mia, or will this be an alpha? Well, wow, okay, a
There you
Martis
go.
instead.
A more sensible choice, I think. I think if you were a Mia, you would have a hard time, fighting against Akai in a Grok.
Yeah, especially on the early game, because we all know that marksmen, you know, they're useful mid to late game, not
Exactly.
really on the early game.
And in this fight, you don't want to take chances, especially in a best of one game. You want to give it your all, and I think that's exactly what DD No Limit is going for with the super lockdown with the Akai Grok, and if they lock this down, the Saber composition, which will be of course has great synergy when used. When used with Akai and the Grok, as well as the Hayabusa.
Okay.
They can eliminate targets very fast as well.
Yeah, okay. So pretty much both of the teams have a similar setup: 2 assassins, 1 mage, and 2 tank setup. Now, it will all depend on how they're gonna execute it. Their strategies. Will they go for invade? How they're gonna manage in trying to actually negate the capabilities of their opponent. Then again, we'll just have to see in the battlefield. And yeah, what do you think? Which lineup are you vouching for, Rockhard?
I'm actually vouching a lot for the lineup that we have on the other side for Hellkurt. Again, they have a very strong, sensible team composition with the Hellkurt. I believe that with in the hands of a strong player, this Hellkurt can can dominate, as long as you keep him alive,
Yes.
as long as you keep him safe. There's a lot of potential for White Rascals composition, but that's a lot of ifs on the side of White Rascals.
And this is a do or die best of one match, guys. So definitely, both of the teams, I'm pretty sure they want to be very careful in trying to get the win. It's not, no, this is not, they're not gonna get an additional $300 in here. As far as I know, they're just basically battling for the placement.
Oh
in terms
yes,
of the
yes. This is
seeding.
not a regular. This is just a
This is
tiebreaker.
just a tiebreaker.
This is a seeding match again.
Yeah.
Higher seeds, I think they might have higher chances of winning, especially if they get better. What do you call this? If they get a better schedule, that's what we call in tournaments. If you get
Yeah.
a good schedule with against teams that perform a bit lower, that's again more chances of getting the top prize that we will be discussing soon.
Yes, and
Stand
of
by for
course,
announcements.
shout out to everyone who's currently watching. Jing Jilin was part of the Munton team. Hello to you.
Ooh, hello.
Jill Escalon, Hazeb Ahmed, John Samonte, Michael Fabiliar. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And
Yeah.
what else do we have? Again, the finals is going to happen at SM Mall of Asia. In particular, Music Hall is presented by Munton with our partners, SM Cyberzone, and our sponsor, Smart.
Again, all of this being made possible by the Minaski Events team. Shout out to everyone that works with us throughout this regular season as well, making sure that you have quality broadcast and less hitches.
All right, we're currently on a pause right now. That is why we're gonna entertain you meanwhile. So,
If you have any questions,
Yeah.
shout them out on the chat. Maybe we can get them.
all right, we
get
are
them
now
answered.
on the game.
That's right. Loading up into the last match for the regular season, a tiebreaker between White Rascals and DD No Limit. This is the best of one. It's all or nothing. Let's go.
Yes, it did. And we can see here both of the teams are passive right now. No invades in the jungles. All of them securing their own buffs. And
That's
look
right.
at how passive our first minute game time.
Yeah, I love it. I actually think this is teams. I actually think this is teams making sure that they don't really get out of line right away. That they
Yeah.
don't get picked off. Because the first blood is very critical for both these teams, which have scaling matches right now.
Looks
They're
like
fighting.
3v3 is gonna happen in here in the bottom lane. The crab is gonna be secured by the Kagura. So that is the No Limit. Meanwhile, on the top lane, a crab fight in here. Once again, 2v2 by both of the teams. Let's see who's gonna get the secure.
Oh man, that was
Okay, two crabs on the hands of DD No Limit
That's
early
right.
game time.
And they're also showing up a lot of pressure, making sure that White Rascals does not get away scot-free. They will suffer some casualties, making sure that they will be ahead in terms of the vision game. They will control these grassy areas, and again, that's going to be an easier turtle access overall for White Rascals. I think even though they're behind on gold, they do have optimum position. Looking for something. Maybe someone was waiting there. He does have the ultimate. Let's see if that's going to be used anytime soon. Apparently not. Everyone's going to back off and start converging on the mid lane.
Mid lane though, a lot of members of DD No Limit are being sent in here. 4 members mixed up with Chico timing. Ultimate coming out from the Saber, and he's gonna secure the first blood as well.
That was super fast by DD No Limit, taking them by surprise. And they will now have turtle advantage because of that. They will try. White Rascals does try to go for the steal. Star Power Lockdown is popped. Chico is gonna be on the back line. But still secured by DD No
Chico
Limit.
though is so low, but is able to actually pop at the ultimate. There we go. Jana though will be doing the damage for DD No Limit as well. Yunozaki though so low, he's gonna get the double kill for the White Rascals. Jana though is gonna die on the hands of the other members of White Rascals. So White
Ooh.
Rascal is actually able to clear up some, jungle monster in here in the jungle area of DD No Limit.
Yeah, that is a very good answer to the onslaught that DD No Limit had. They had a lot of turtle control. They had a lot of gold because of that. White Rascals, they answer back with kill gold instead, which is again very good for them. But again, the unsung hero for White Rascals gonna be Gelido on that Hellcurt. How much gold is he getting? You have to watch that gold meter. and how fast it is compared to the other carries of the No Limit.
Yes, and there we go. Crab Secure here being wanted by DD No Limit. Right now, the question is, will Hellcurt get this? Apparently not, but Daniel using his shadows right over to chase the Hellcurt, and this Chico is gonna be backing up. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, looks like there's a fight over the Crab as well. Looks like the Crab's gonna be regenerating health, but it's gonna be secured by the hands of White Rascals. Fight is still ongoing. A lot of low HPs on the side of DD No Limit, but a kill right over there on the top lane by the Hayabusa. Going back on the bottom lane though, I think we suffered some casualty as well.
That's right. Mortis is now on a killing spree, free 0-0. Very, very scary here for White Rascals. They are doing excellent work, getting the goal to the right places, which is of course the carries.
Yes, and at the same time, they're now taking down the tier 1 turret in the bottom lane of DD No Limit. Janna actually trying to be very aggressive. Ultimate coming up from this Saber, but he will be ejected by Shinkalafu. Janna, though, trying to take all the damage coming up from this Martis, and they will be back in away now as they get a little bit of low HP.
Right now, Inuzaki was able to get that, but in the mid lane, Yasu gets caught out under a bad spot. He uses a flicker, but way too late. Daniel already popped the ultimate, and this will result to DD No Limit going over to the turtle area. Hellcurt ultimate gets popped out while Gelido trying to go for the tower push, but no, Chico will not be fooled. Darkness is not my friend as we go for the turtle though.
Coming out from this Lolita, unfortunately no steal for White Rascals as DD No Limit secured the second. Is this the second turtle?
Yes,
second
that will
turtle
be the second
that we have.
turtle.
Second turtle.
Yes,
second
that will
turtle
be the
that we
second
have
turtle.
in the game. Then again, though, you can see here no turrets down yet in the game. Almost there on the top lane of DD No Limit though, as well as in the bottom lane. But then again, this is early game time. A lot of a lot of changes might still happen. But let's look at what is happening here.
Man.
Gelido forced to flicker out from this Akai.
So this is basically DD No Limit recognizing that the power of White Rascals comes in Hellcurt and Martis. They will, and because of that, to answer that, they are putting a lot of pressure on the top lane as well, committing multiple members. What will White Rascals do about this? Crab does get taken by No Limit, and White Rascals going to be pushed back into their tower. Will this be for long though? Let's find out.
Oh, 4 members of White Rascals are right in here in the top lane to back up the rest of the members. Ultimate coming up from this Lolita. Daniel has been slain by the Jawhead and more casualties on the side of DD No Limit.
Man, that is, I love this. White Rascals, despite DD No Limit having so much advantages, they're still getting some of the gold back because of just how well they're controlling all lanes right now. I mean, the Martis is already super fed.
Yeah.
On the bottom lane, the mid lane is also going to go to the Hellcurt, and then the top lane, they're also answering every attack that No Limit is going for.
And yeah, apparently they're winning the clashes. Let's look here in the middle lane. You know what? I think the good thing that White Rascal is doing here is that they're really good in terms of backing up.
Yeah.
They really have a good timing.
They always have, even though they lose some of the fights, there's always someone close by to ensure that you survive.
Yes, indeed. Let's look at what is happening in here in the middle. It looks like Janna will be having a hard time trying to escape. And there we go. Kill is going to go to the hands of T. Lolita.
That was beautiful. Yasu pulling up the star power lockdown onto Daniel, stopping the Hayabusa from helping, therefore making sure they get another kill and some pressure on their side. Hayabusa does pop the ultimate just to try to force Kaizoku back, but again, this is just a solid push, being pulled off by White Rascals. Again, both teams making sure their towers are safe. No one wants to give up first tower yet.
I think White Rascals has a good sense of knowing which lane should they go or which lane they have a more advantage in terms of backing up. They do know. I think, I don't know, I probably have to commend their shot caller in here, whoever you are. I think, probably, I don't know, we don't know who their shot caller is, but I think in terms of going for the rotations, I really have to commend them.
That's right, absolutely. Like, they're rotating very, very well, and they're making sure all of the holes on the defense are covered. That's a sign of a very good committal for both White Rascals, and of course, DD No Limit still keeping up the keeping up the pace.
Indeed, and no turrets down yet for both of the sides, but we can see a lot of HPs as we can see. A A lot of HPs has been taken down for the tier 1 turret there on the top lane as well as in the bottom lane of DD No Limit.
That's very important because again, if this tower does go down, they will lose a lot of control. Let's see if they can do something about it. Again, this Martis still lurking like a shark on the bottom lane, trying to get some answered gold. If DD No Limit goes for it,
we have a fight engagement. Daniel, solo right now, and he is not gonna survive the damage coming from the Jawhead. Chica, meanwhile, is forced to back away right under the turret of DD No Limit in the tier 1 on the top lane.
Deadly Poison Stingers almost get him. Good thing that was barely in the range. Now, White Rascals, even though they did not get the kills, they will have a lot of pressure advantage on the top lane. Let's see if there's going to be any answer here for DD No Limit because that gold lead is starting to grow from almost nothing to almost 2K
Look
now.
at that split push being done by White Rascals. Bottom lane, middle lane, they're doing it right now. All of the tier 1 turrets have been taking almost at the same time.
Exactly, and that's very good play there for White Rascals. Once you got all those turrets down, you open up the map to so many possibilities like this gank right here.
Oh, gank is being prepared. Your ultimate coming out from this Lolita, and there the engage has been started. Jawhead is gonna get the kill. Meanwhile, right over in the other part of the map, Hayabusa is actually doing a split push. All the rest of the members of DD No Limit is dying in the hands of the ganks by the members of the White Rascals.
That's right. Now, White Rascals, what will they do in answer to the split push by the Hayabusa? Will they try to go for a mid pressure, or will they just try to respond? I think they're not gonna opt for the latter, while they go for a smart retreat. Because right now they're losing towers, they're giving gold to the Hayabusa, and that's not something you want to do.
Yes, indeed. And the level 1 Lord. Yes, indeed. And the level 1 Lord is currently up right now. No one is taking a risk on getting that at the moment, but it's clearly seen in here right now.
Yeah.
A lot of turrets right now is down on the side of DD No Limit, giving White Rascals, more map control.
That's right. Very smart here. For White Rascals, again, getting a lot more gold. Look at that health card, 0, 2, and 5, but still 5.6k. Still richer than the Kagura. So you gotta give him props. Like how much gold he's getting.
Okay, I really like the shield by but
Oh,
look at what is
no.
happening in here in the bottom lane. Inazaki all alone right now, trying to
What
support
the
the
heck?
damage coming up from the members of DD No Limit. But look at the 4v1. He was actually still able to survive and get a kill out of that clash.
4-man gank. He still trades 1 for 1. You just gotta give props to Inozaki. Playing well under pressure here for White Rascals. Because of his efforts, they will also get another turret. They will also intercept the incoming receiving end. Will they do anything? Apparently not. They will just opt for a disengage. But again, more gold going into the pockets of White Rascals. This is looking very great for DD No Limit. The White Rascals carry are starting to build up steam.
Yes, and White Rascals it looks like they're starting off the level 1 Lord at the moment, while that Hayabusa, it looks like he's actually hiding in the bushes trying to split push, but it seems like this Martes actually sensed that out. That's why they're trying to clear off the creep wave in there.
Yeah, I think they're starting to read what's happening right now. Although Yasu gets caught up by multiple members, the Hurricane Dance forces him out of the turret range. Another kill going to the No Limit.
This is why we're still alive after more than 8 hours of
Exactly.
casting. A lot of
Back and
things
forth.
happening.
It's a chess game all over because again, this is gonna be answer for answer. Hayabusa is gonna be gone, but will he survive for long?
Daniel, though, still taking a lot of damage, but being crowd control, you're not gonna escape. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, all alone, this Hellcart is trying to defend, but then again, ultimate coming up from the Hayabusa, he is not gonna survive. At the same time, DD No Limit is gonna take down tier 2 turret of White Rascals right over there in the bottom lane.
I felt that from way out here. He disappeared after the triple sweep. Perfect initiation there by DD No Limit despite being under tower, providing enough pressure to keep the Hellcurt at bay. Again, this is exactly what they need to do. They need to get the carries lower and lower and, maybe destroy their morale if they want to get ahead.
Yeah, 12-8. That is their score right now. And although DD No Limit is, low in terms of gold comparing to what White Rascals has. They have a say in terms of winning clashes.
Yeah, they have a lot of that ability to remove heroes from the field because they have just so much damage, and they have a lockdown as well for the
Yeah.
Saber. So
Lot of crowd control.
well for the
Yeah.
Saber.
A lot of
So
crowd control.
exactly. So they have a lot of abilities despite being behind on gold. They are still pretty much even in terms of kill potential for White Rascals. So again, they still have to be careful. I mean, White Rascals, they cannot stay steady. They do not have to be complacent. They have to keep watch of Gelido. They need to also watch the Mortis.
Gelido, though, you have to be very careful. Being poked here by the Akai, but will there?
That was super close.
That is not gonna connect. Apparently, Inazaki.
Yeah, that's right. Inuzaki trying to catch the Akai with the jaws of death of Mortis, and that's gonna be really scary. If that did connect, there were a lot of people around that, so just in time, DD No Limit again gets away.
Yeah, look at that
safely.
tier 2 turn in top lane of White Rascal, still standing strong, although just very small HP, but Hayabusa and Grok trying to get this
come
Gelido,
on!
and Gelido is not gonna survive.
Seriously, how many times does this have to happen over and over again? Hellkurt getting eliminated instantaneously. Just goes to show the power of DD No Limit. And right now, they're going to show it in the mid lane.
Yeah, right here in the middle lane, they have just taken down the tier 1 turret of White Rascals, and it looks like they wanted to go for another Lord in here. This is the first Lord, is it?
Yeah, I think it
This
will
is
be the first
Lord of our game right now.
They do have it boxed in already. They have the ability to take it, but again, DD No Limit being a bit more hesitant. I think they're scared of the positioning. Speaking of positioning, they do get caught out. Chico.
Inazaki, though, will be backing away together with the rest of the members of White Rascals, as they probably thought this is not the right clash we have to engage in. They might
Exactly.
lose, especially that their Lolita and their Joyette are too far away to actually assist in them. So good decision, I guess.
Yeah, considering this is, again, for placement, both teams playing super duper safe. Even the carry team of White Rascals on that Hellkurt, except for the Hellkurt. Everyone else is playing a bit safer, and I think I kind of like that. But again, they're leaving the Hellkurt alone way too much. Star power
Everyone is
lockdown.
so patient in here. Let's look at what is gonna happen. And this Hayabusa looks like he's not gonna have any escape as everyone tries to get him. But a lot of sustainability, a lot of, I think I counted 3 seconds before he actually dies. And a lot of sustain. Well, good. I don't know. I want to actually take a little peek on the itemization of the Hayabusa. I'm curious.
Yeah, we will take a look at that, but right now, Star Power Lockdown catches the Saber into a bad position, and Flicker being forced over Yasu, but right now, Shinkalafu continuing the chase. Gio answers back.
Unfortunately, the wall wasn't placed that well, but meanwhile, here in the bottom lane, Chico using his ultimate to actually try to escape the hands of White Rascals members. He will be backing away under turret. Yasu, though, is very persistent about chasing the Chico, and he will not gonna survive. And
Forces the burn on the immortality nonetheless. They will get the kill. Excellent gameplay there by White Rascals. Tower juggling is on point.
Yeah, and they're starting off the level 1 Lord now. This time for real, I guess. At the same time, other members of White Rascals actually trying to zone out. Oh
my dear Lord! The Hayabusa steals the Lord, and they will continue the fight. Everyone in the White Rascals is also still very low.
Everyone so low on the side of White Rascals, and the members and the carriers of DD No Limit still pushing on to continuing the fight, but they have to back away now as the rest of the members of White Rascals try to back up.
That was a miracle steal there by the Hayabusa, but will that do anything? As White Rascals, they still push in. Star Power Lockdown chases the Saber, but again, that will result in a tower down for White Rascals.
Well, macro play though, it is going to be very beneficial on the side of DD No Limit. But then again, let's look at what kind of push is White Rascal doing in here in the bottom lane. A lot of burst damage coming out from the Cyclops. He's still alive, and at the same time, the Hellkurt is still pushing right over there in the mid lane. forcing the rest of the members of DD No Limit to go there and defend their turret.
Yeah, Yan Yan with a great response to the bottom lane almost resulted to Gelito going down, except the triple sweep was already on cooldown before that happened. Again, Gelito just going all over the map right now, trying to get as much gold as he can. Those deadly poison stingers are getting deadlier by the second, and White Rascals showing up a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and now they're actually securing what's pretty important. It gives you additional, it gives you a lot of benefits like lowering down the cooldown of your skills, etc.
Exactly. And this will actually result in, again, more efficient takedowns for White Rascals as well. Let's see if they will try to put that into good use.
Yeah.
Of course not. Quad Shadow out. And Inuzaki tries to engage solo on the Chico, but again, more backup is on the way. They're playing, again, very, very safe. Best of one, guys. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, and this is now late game. It's already almost 19-minute game time. Although we just got one Lord, but look at the levels. Almost everyone is almost on level 15.
I'm pretty sure everyone is item capped at this point because
Yeah.
of just how long this is becoming. And it's not really super long, but still everyone should be like pretty confident. A lot of immortalities on the left and on the right. So just goes to show White Rascals and DD No Limit putting up a really good fight. I think so far White Rascals are running scared. They're afraid to cross out of their jungle because again, there's a strong kill potential in the Hayabusa. This is exactly what's happening on the top
Let's
lane.
look at the top lane though. Whoop is gonna be cashed up in there, but he's too far away. Shinkalafu though looks like he would want to check out what is gonna happen on that Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Although on the bottom lane, it looks like Chico and Jana trying to take the opportunity to clear off some of the waves in here.
Yeah, just baiting that small cannon minion there. Let's see though. I think DD No Limit is feeling more confident invading, and look at this.
Let's look at this. Kaizoku solo right now, backing away, but the rest of the members he was still able to actually stun that Chico out, allowing him to freely back away.
Exactly, and right now White Rascals, they're waiting. They're waiting for DD No Limit to make a mistake, which of course they're not doing it. Because of course Chico is gonna be the first one to check. That's an Akai with an immortality. It's not something that's easy to take down.
I really is there. DD No Limit is still waiting for another Lord in here. But there we go! A kill here on the side of White Rascals. DD No Limit is one man down.
Yeah, of all the people to make the mistake, the split pusher Hayabusa is the one who got caught out. This might open up the mid lane for a little push if only their towers on the bottom lane were still intact.
Yes.
But again, the Lord gonna be up in 3 seconds. Will this be the next target for White Rascals?
And now we can actually, Hellcurt is doing the split push for the side of White Rascals. Meanwhile, wow! What was that? Didn't you see that?
What?
Didn't you see the saber? Oh my god, it just passed through the saber.
What the?
Oh, my.
What?
But anyway.
That would have been a pickoff. That would have been a short
Yeah.
pickoff. Sure, Lord, and then that would have been that would have been a whole push.
Yeah.
The death timers at 21 minutes is gonna be super long. And you know what? Look at this. The Lord is now at 40% health. They are aware of this. DD No Limit. They know this. Star power lockdown on the Akai. But still, they might go for the 50-50.
Oh, there we go. Ultimate coming up from the Lolita. It's not going to connect, though. A lot of immortality on the side of White Rascals in this particular moment. Inuzaki is going solo, but he is going to resurrect. But he is going to die. Apparently, again, Shinkalafu is going solo as well. But I think he's going to resurrect.
Oh my
and
god,
die
another
again.
resurrection.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? And because of that, they bought time for the rest of their
Yeah.
teammates to just resurrect from the fountain and get back into the mid lane. Of course, that Lord is gonna be destroyed very easily by DD No Limit. DD No Limit is still keeping up the pressure in the mid lane.
Yeah, now everyone is in here in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Galito and Daniel doing a 1v1. Galito trying to back away, and he is successful. Wall in here by the Grok, not allowing the rest of the members of White Rascals to actually, defend their turrets. Galito is going so low.
One
with his
HP.
sliver of health, and
Oh,
Limit is gonna
no.
win this tiebreaker match. Wow.
DD No Limit showing up to be the better team in the last game
Wow.
for the regular season. the Mobile Legends
Oh.
Professional League. Fun faces there. They knew they had it. They had a good chance. And the faces show. They were super... they were laughing about it in the end.
You know where the mistake was?
Yeah, where?
The saber. Oh,
The
being
saber,
able
yeah.
to escape.
Oh my
That
god,
was
what?
a funny moment, I think.
What? That would have been the game changer. If they were a man down, that would have opened up
Yeah,
the
I
bottom
know,
lane for us an
right?
easy push. And oh my god, White Rascals, one very minor slip up.
I know, right? Both of
Costing
them
the game.
have the opportunity to end the game, actually. It's pretty unequal. Look at that score. It's not even 16-19. It's just 3 kills lead. But anyway,
Everyone in
congratulations.
chat is like, what the heck just happened? That game was awesome. And we were so
Yeah.
glad that you were part of
Yeah,
witnessing.
so shout out of witness. Continue, sorry about it.
Let's look at the standings so far. The ones that have made it through the gauntlet. Digital Devil, Demon Kings, and DD No Limit at the bottom, clinging on to dear life. White Rascals, of course, going to be next with Invictus Gods and DD Pro Gaming, followed by the top 4 with 13 and 17 points. Scary on the top.
Bob's Gaming, Aether Main, Aether Valkyrie, Digital Devils, Pro Gaming, and for the second half of this top 8, Invictus Gods, White Rascals, DD No Limit, and DD Demon Kings.
And the ones highlighted in green will be the teams joining us as we go live on June 30, MOA, Mall of Asia Music Hall. Join us and all your favorite Mobile Legends Professional League players as we witness and see who becomes the first Mobile Legends Pro League PH champion.
Yes, and shout out again, last shout out for the night, Vince Darwin, Sapri Omar, Luna C, and Arnie Pimentel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching our English live stream. And what's next? It's going to be the finals on June 30 and July 1. So it's going to be an on-site event at SM Mall of Asia at the Music Hall. It's free admission, no reason for you to not come if you're a true Mobile Legends fan, right?
Exactly. The true fans will be joining us on the 30th, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that, Kaisaya. Butters, Wolf, Phil is going to be there. Even Phil is going to be there hosting most likely the event, and we will have to wait for further announcements, and it will be so much fun, and I hope I see all of you guys there as well.
Alright, and I guess it is time for us to say goodnight, guys. Thank you so much. It's pretty late, I know, but we thank you so much for joining us. Once again, we are your casters. I'm Kaisaya.
And I'm Rockhard. Thank you so much for joining us for the regular season of Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League. We'll see you in the finals.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.